What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the boy who had 7, and I want to welcome you to an awesome AOK from my good friend. I appreciate you guys coming. I already see a couple people in the chat. We've got Unruly Simeon here, Magic Lasso, who seems to be everywhere on YouTube, and I know everybody really appreciates that, brother. We've got the Coach Vic 7. I bet I could have put money on it and known that he was going to be here today. We've got nobody else but me. Hey. And I appreciate y'all showing up. VV, what's up, Varangian Vigilante? So today's an AOK from a good buddy of mine. I think everybody that's here right now is following this guy. But if you watch this on the rewind, if you hop in just a little bit and you see this, you got to sub up my good friend, J Hood Creative. Let me welcome him to the stream now. What's up, J Hood?
Hey, thanks for having me on, man. I'm excited that you're finally going to be able to open this.
I am so ecstatic. When you messaged me like 4 months ago and you're like, hey, I'm going to send you a little something, I flipped out, man. I told my wife, like, this guy has drawn some amazing things in his life. I've seen things you've sent to the community, and I'm just so stoked about it, man. I really am. But whatever it is, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you thinking about me and taking your time to do this for me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You're definitely I think a really key member of the community in so many ways. Everything from the AOKs you sent out to hosting Kamagoris for all of us. I think everything you do is an opportunity where the community just comes closer together. So
thank you.
I really wanted to do something for you specifically because you do so much for everyone else.
Oh, man, that means so much to me. I've got a motto in life: try to make the world a better place wherever I'm at. And I fail a lot of times, but I'll tell you what, I felt the community come together in some special moments over the last almost 3 years I've been doing this now. And Comic Gories and 12 Days of Christmas and doing AOKs like this and the one I did a couple of weeks ago with Varangian Vigilante, they always bring us closer together. And I love doing that, man. I really do.
Yeah, it's hard just to put to words like what happens in those moments when we do bring everyone together and everyone's on the same page. We're all celebrating the same things. It's something that the world needs more of. So I try and shout out what we do in this community as much as I can, and that's one of the reasons Coach Vic's come into the picture, why he's kind of joined the community. You mentioned a good friend of mine is nobody else but me. He's here in the chat. He's a friend of mine from Canada that I've only met in person once. But
that's awesome.
I chat with almost every day through work. We do a lot of work projects together, my day job stuff. But I told him I was going to be on Kamagori, so he watched. And he's not a comic book collector in any way, but he loved what he saw. He loved the show, the idea of being able to vote on which cover he thought. It's all up to everybody in the chat. As far as what they're picking for that. And so we're trying to find ways that we could do something similar for the model kit community. That's what I work in, and that's what he's part of. And I'm not finding anything that's kind of apples to apples. Guys do have large model kit collections, just like we have large comic book collections. But it's not the same. There's so many comics, so many alternate covers and variants, and 75 years worth of history that we get to go over. And again, Kamagories is an excellent place to show some of that up, especially some of the more obscure things, the stuff that DS brings to the table, stuff that Man Cave brings to the table. The books that weren't even on my radar. I've been collecting all my life, and they're showing stuff that I've never seen before. So
I know, man. Those guys and gals bring some amazing books. Sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't be watching this because it makes me want to go out and buy stuff, So we got a couple other people that popped in. I want to say hi to. YouTube is 90. What's up, 90? How you doing, brother? J Hood says, now you got an AOK. I'm sorry, Unruly says, J Hood, now you got an AOK, a drawing for the opposite end of the community as selfish. Man, he's putting himself down, but he's nominating himself at the same time, man. Super Russ 9000. What's up, my brother? Good to have you in here. Nobody else but me. It's good to have you. I'm glad that Comic Gories like caught your attention, and I've seen you in there a few times now. So really, really appreciate that, man. Speaking of Comic Gories, you also messaged me about 2 months ago, and you're like, "Hey, I'm working on something for Comic Gories." After you did your famous shirt stripping video, man. I love that. I can't say thank you enough for doing that. I can't say thank you enough for making the Comic Gories opening. You know, I mean, what tell me how that whole thing came about, man.
You know, both of them were just like inspiration struck like lightning. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So I'm just like, just put it into motion. There were too many times when, as a creative, I'm busy with freelance stuff, with work stuff, with family stuff, and inspiration strikes, and I just have to put it off. And in these instances, I was able to put the plan into action relatively quickly. I contacted you about the Comic Gories thing because I didn't want to do it, not have your blessing on it, and then Lord forbid I put all the time into it and you didn't like it. And
what are you doing, man?
that happens all too often in the creative space. So
yeah, I've seen it happen.
But
it's never gonna happen for me though, man. I'm always appreciative, 100%.
I was pretty confident you were gonna be on board with it, and I could pretty much do it sight unseen. And if I was able to deliver on the vision I had in my mind, that you'd probably be into it. So, yeah. For the opening, I kind of had an idea of how to assemble the logo, and the comic books were gonna kind of flip through to make the imagery and stuff like that. But it took me a while to figure out like how to slide them in, things like that. I worked on the logo and had it all done, and then I backtracked. I'm like, all the logos, all the letters I pulled from comics were only from superhero, and I'm like, but we have people that do Comic Gories that represent war comics and pre-code horror and stuff like that. So I went back through and made a few changes. We were able to address those as well. So
yeah. that thumbnail that you gave me is so much better than what I would put together. I told my wife as soon as you sent it to me, because I think you Dropboxed it to me. And so I got home from work. I sat right here where I'm at, and she was over here working on pictures because she does photography. And I'm like, babe, come check this out. She's like, that's so much better than yours. So I'm totally in love with it, man. I really am.
Very cool.
But nobody else but me says Comic Gories is the first thing I've seen on YouTube where the live viewer can have an effect on the outcome. Really great idea. Thank you so much. I mean, it's such a blast to have the community come together. People vote. We've had mutinies in the chat. We've had people blowing one contestant up, and I mean, just going back and forth. It's just such a blast. I really love the show. And I mean, honestly, it's a whole bunch of people coming together on YouTube, having a good time. It wouldn't exist without people like Comic Books NYC giving us the name of the show, because it used to be called Friday Night Fights. And then he's like, Comic Gories. Oh my gosh, that's perfect, JP's Budget Collecting, helping me think it through an idea. Same with Kavi. I mean, just the first people that showed up. John, I couldn't do this show or the show unless John was in the show. I mean, it would not be the same,
Yeah.
So I just love it.
It's definitely something like we can see that a lot went into it, a lot of planning, a lot of different elements came in from all you guys, and it's a great package for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, there's a whole bunch of new people that showed up. Speaking of the devil, we got Comic Books NYC right there. We've got Captain Comics. Let's see who else. I saw somebody else. Bill, there he is. Comic Mag Musings. And I think I said hi to Funk Comics 814, but if I didn't, hey. So I want to show that Comic Gories opening if I can, because if somebody in the chat hasn't watched Comic Gories, I want them to see what you put together for me, because today's all about you hooking me up, man. You sent me an opening, you sent me thumbnails, you sent me some art. I mean, I'm just happy and excited, and I want to share with everybody that's watching. So here it is, guys. Jay Hood, this man right here, put this thing together for Comic Gories, and I can't get enough of it. Oh yeah, man. Okay, how did you pick? Yeah, the music's awesome. How did you pick each comic? Like, tell me about this whole, like, putting this one together.
There were some letters where I knew where I was going. I knew I was going to get a C from Captain America. I know I had to have an S from Superman. And so then it was a matter of filling in the gaps between those. So I just looked around at different eras of comics, looking for the letters I needed. Like I said, I hunted around and did a little backtracking. At one point, the O was the Iron Man O, like with the rivets in it.
Yeah.
So I backed away from that so I could get, I think we've got a workbook in that spot now or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, and so it's funny because the whole vision came together at once. I'm like, I had in my mind's eye what the logo would be, what the background would be, and how the whole thing was going to come together. But like I said, it was just a process of figuring out, okay, if those are like my timestamps, how was I going to orchestrate everything between? I went and looked for, free music on YouTube and stuff like that, and I landed on, I think, 2 or 3 pieces of music, and the other finals is a little bit more heavy metal. I almost had like a Fight Night intro at the beginning, but I couldn't figure out how to get the visual down, so I kind of abandoned that. Yeah. But I wanted the music to be, along the lines of what we get in the themes of the superhero movies we're watching these days and things like that. So I think that has those kind of notes in it. Had the heavy drum beat, it was kind of a tribal drum beat. I thought was cool.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's rare when I have, an idea of exactly what something is going to be in the end, and in the end, it turns out to be 90 or 95% of what I had in mind, and that happened in this case.
That's awesome, man. That's so cool. I love so many things about it. Okay, like you said, the music, it's got this superhero theme to it, and it's what we do. We play with comics, and then it's got these beautiful colors. My favorite color is blue, and then it's got blue, and then it's got all these different letters on it, and they all come from different comic books. And the whole point of the show is to show different comic books. I mean, it just works so well, man. And I just can't tell you thank you enough for doing that for Comic Gories and for what's up, Seawood, and just sending that to me and spending all the time that you did, man. One of these days, I will pay you back.
Do what you gotta do. That's not why I did it. But
yeah, man. Oh, it's so good. Okay, now here's a big question on everybody's mind. All right, how long have you had a tattoo of Hialeah Comic Bro on your back?
I had it for about 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, man! Where did that idea come from? That was so good, man. I was rolling laughing, man.
I had done a video earlier on about an AOK that Hialeah sent me with it, where he showed a book that he had gotten that was an upgrade to another book he had, and I was like, well, if he's got two, maybe he's going to sell the other one. So I contacted him and said, what are you going to do with the other one?
Yeah.
And then like, as soon as I sent the message, I'm like, that sounds like I'm asking him for an AOK, and that's not what I meant. So I did a whole video on that little like inner dialogue I had, and I put it out as a video.
Yeah.
And so I was just looking for another idea like that I could come up with to share with the community. And it just happened that weekend that we filmed it was the same weekend we found out about Comic Jabroni. And the fact that, you know, I was able to edit it in about a week. We filmed it that night. Like, we were seeing messages on IG and stuff like that about Jabroni, and we're like, what's up with that? And then as we were working on the filming, so the timing was definitely a God's timing thing, where I had the inspiration, was able to do it and get it out, and it ended up being a little bit, I don't want to say a Band-Aid anyway, but it's a little bit of a healing moment, I think, where I was able to use it to lighten the mood of the community a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that Haile ended up on my back, that he was my first choice because I had done the previous video about him. But after I thought about it, I was like, well, I could do him, or I could do Bub, I could do you.
Yeah.
Also, the guys who do the show on Wednesday night for the Comic Corps, they have like the Mount Rushmore. I was like, I could do the whole Mount Rushmore and have all four
on your back
faces on my back. But I ended up I went with Hialeah because he's got the glasses and the hat that says Hialeah, and I was like, it's instantly recognizable. You're not going to have to put any more thought into it other than just a glance.
And you printed it out, like, on one of your printers that makes like a tattoo thing, or what?
I got a hold of 36 Chambers and said, what do you know of that I can do? Like I know they had like stencil paper that tattooists use. I was like, will that be enough to just put on and wear a shirt on and not have it rub off? And he thought that idea was kind of sketchy. So I got online and looked for tattoo paper and found some I could just print here at home, and that's all it was.
Man, that's so cool. I want fake tattoos, man. That was so hilarious. I literally rolled laughing. I was flattered that you do that for the show, man. I mean, and let's be honest, if we put together the top 5 best moments in Comic Gories, your win with the 9.8 White Pages category is one of the best moments in Comic Gories. You didn't even have a slab, and you took the championship for that week. I mean, do you have fun when you come on the show too, or do you get really nervous like Hialeah?
I was really nervous both times. I was really nervous. I'm best when I'm one-on-one, like you and me talking here. But when we get more like 5, 6 people involved, I tend to clam up. So, and I'm not a smack talker by any means, you know, inside or outside the community. So that was hard for me to generate that part of it. Mm-hmm. But I kind of did my best 84 impression. I was like, I know what he's doing. I'll try and do the same thing. I know I won't do it as well, but in the moment, I played the cards as best I could, for sure.
What I love about Comic Gories too, there's so many things, but the chat is always different every night. You know, there's just a different dynamic, and sometimes, you know, on another night, you may not have even won that. You know, there would have been people in there that said, nope, it's not a 9.8 White Pages. You're not getting my vote. But that night, it just worked out perfect to where you took that win, and we were just blown away. Everyone was like, oh my gosh.
You know, the show, the thing we don't talk about, you know, as we're preparing for the show, the thing none of the competitors want to admit is that the wild card is the chat.
Yep.
The best cover does not always win, and sometimes it's we've got round 1. There's a clear winner. Round 2, there's, you know, maybe we want to see round 3 a lot of times. So we might even vote for the cover we don't like the best, but we get more of the show.
Yep, I've seen it happen, man.
So
yeah, it's so true, man. I don't know. it's funny to watch Hialeah come on the show because he just hates it so much as he's competing, but loves it so much at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's some people that are just naturally smack talkers, you know? I mean, into my mind, Bub is the biggest smack talker in the community. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than, I don't know if you watched the Big Dog edition. Did you see Bueller?
I think I saw the last part of that, so I don't think I saw much of him in it.
Man, Bueller was assassinating Comic Tom, man. It was so bad. I was like, these guys aren't even going to be friends after this show, you know? But yeah, Bueller was awesome at smack talking. Bub is awesome at smack talking. And then you have the guys that can
first
sell.
language is smack talk.
Yeah, it's very true, man. It's very true. And then you got the guys that can sell, you know?
Yeah.
And I think Kenny is just so good with his words coming up on the line. Rob Worst, man, is a character. He comes in with his voices and talks all about the comics, knows the history of what he's showing. Yep. So great, man. And then you got people with killer collections with books that you're just like, whoa, Bonafide Comics, DS Comics, Man Cave Comics, you know? These guys pull out stuff that's just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like I want that. How did that modern book just beat that 1940s Batman book? You know, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy, but I love it, and it's such a blast. And I just want to say thank you so much for the video that you did with the Hialeah tattoo, for making the opening, the thumbnail. I'll be using all that stuff for a very long time, man.
Cool.
JP says smack talking definitely is not my straight. JP is actually one of the current reigning champions right now.
Right.
So he had never won a show. I don't even think he'd won a round, and then he comes in and he took the whole thing. So I'm really proud of him, really happy for him, man.
Yeah, he was the last minute ad for that one, right?
Yep.
He had to step in for someone.
Yep.
The second time I was on, I was a little bit more prepared. I'd gone through comics and kind of made mental notes of books I thought would live up to certain categories and stuff like that. But you can never be 100% prepared.
It's true. It's funny. A lot of the people that come on the show, they'll ask before the show gets started, hey, like, when do we get the comic gories? I know there's no way we're going to do it live. And I'm like, it's live. Like, are you kidding me? I've had like 3 or 4 people come on the show and think we're going to give them the comic gories, you know? Like, no, it's straight up. What you see is what you get, you know?
Yep.
So much fun. So much fun. All right, man. So I'm ready to open this up. What do you think? Should we get into this?
Go for it.
Oh my gosh, man. All right. Tell me, how long have you been doing art, man?
I've always had comic books, and I've always been coloring. So both of them have been lifelong hobbies. Or in high school, you know, I took a lot of art classes, went to art college, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's just always been there.
What was your first published work?
It was a comic called Creed. And this was by a local publisher and put together some young talent. These were high school kids. And this was in the mid 90s when the big comic book boom was going on. So they were publishing these kids. They had talent. They were Todd McFarlane fans. Their art looked like poor representations of Todd McFarlane art. But so we had kids like Trent Kanuga was the kid that did Creed, and he's gone on to work in the video game industry, I believe. So he does like character and environmental designs and things like that.
Wow.
Matt Martin is the guy that did the book I worked on most with him was Snowman. I saw an issue of Snowman was in an auction just the other day. I saw it.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And he kind of got out of it, and he worked for Avatar Press for a while doing covers for them and things like that. And then this other kid that nobody's ever heard of named Ethan Van Sciver did Cyber Frog for this small publisher, and I was able to color his second cover.
No way.
His second cover ever. I still got the original art for that.
So your work is in you said coloring in Cyber Frog #2?
Yeah, the cover. Yeah, the interiors were black and white, but the cover was full color.
Okay, so you guys went to high school together, or you just met up back then?
I don't even remember how. You know what it was? There was a real small, like a hotel convention, and I think Trent was there, and he was showing his art, and I was like, I could color that for you. And so he hooked me up with a publisher, and we did some work together.
Oh my gosh, man!
But yeah,
that guy is great at art, man. I mean, his Green Lantern stuff. I have some of his Cyber Frog stuff. I'm gonna go see if I have issue 2, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like a white background on it. It's got Cyber Frog and I think somebody else on the cover or something like that. But it was back then I was signing, my autograph was Jam because everybody was doing cutesy autographs back then. So.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man, that is so cool. Okay, so how'd you transition from comics into doing what you do now with the I'm going blank, help me out.
The model kit stuff.
The model kits, yeah.
Yeah. So I've always, well, I won't say I've had ideas to work in comics along the years, and our LCS was hosting a group of aspiring comic book creators, writers and artists both, to come in, and we'd have either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly meetings where we just came and show our latest work and things like that. So
yeah,
met a lot of other area guys locally through that. But I got to the point where I was looking at, okay, if I'm going to draw comics, I'm looking at 22 white pages a month. And
yeah.
I was like, there's no way I'm going to.
A lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you got to design every panel uniquely. You can never draw the same thing twice.
Yep.
I mean, you can use some of the same effects or tricks more than once, but it just seemed too daunting of a task.
Yeah.
So I went and got a day job and worked at it for 13 years and hated it. And then the comic shop, they had someone come in and asked if they knew of artists in the area that could help with this new toy line the new company was starting. So I hooked up with Round 2, and that's who I work for now.
Wow.
And, so after a couple of years, we got into the model kit business, and I'm one of the managers of it now. And so that I've been able to assign myself these freelance projects to do the paintings for box art. That, you know, that's my in. I'm my own art director in that case.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing as Jay Hood, because I think the daunting thing is getting all that done every 30 days, 22 pages, right? Mm-hmm. But Unruly says take your time and crowdfund a title. Have you ever thought about doing that, man?
I've put thought into crowdfunding things, but not comic books.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time when I was just going through and I filled a sketchbook with ideas for a universe for where my heroes, where the action would take place. And I pretty much just abandoned it just because I ran into other things in life. I just got away from it and never went back to it. And it's a real shame, because over the years, I found an artist does get out of practice if you don't do it often and regularly, just like exercise or anything else. You kind of lose a little bit of it. Yep. So I look at stuff I did in college and it's like, man, I was such a great artist back then, and I couldn't do that again right now. Yeah, it's not without getting back in and getting back in the gym, so to speak.
Yeah. It's interesting because I don't know if you know, but I write kids' books. Mm-hmm. And maybe one of these days we need to hook up and try to do some type of work together, man, because how cool would that be for the community if we came together? I did the writing, you did the art. I mean, that'd be so awesome, man.
It'd be fun. And I'm more about doing that single image thing versus, a page of sequential stuff.
Yeah.
If I knew back then that, hey, you can make a living as a cover artist, I would have really went down that road, because
gone hard at it.
Yeah. But
something different.
Back then you had to do, like Adam Hughes had to do his run on Mage Agency, and he had to do his run on Justice League and all the other little things he did in between before he became Adam Hughes cover artist. Same thing for Bill Sienkiewicz and Alex Ross. They had to work through doing the sequentials to get that kind of name for themselves. It's a really modern thing for guys like Art Germs to come on the scene and never have done interiors and just do covers.
Yeah, man. So, who are your top 3 favorite artists, like people you are inspired by or that have influenced you?
Yeah, I mean, as far as influences, definitely Neil Adams, Adam Hughes, and I wish I had the energy that Bill Sienkiewicz puts into his stuff, but I just don't. I'm too anal. I tighten up about all this stuff. I wish I could just throw down paint, like
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as guys that I would aspire to be or want them to influence me, that's like the top of my list.
Man, that's a great list right there, man. Whew. So Funk asks, what year was that Cyber Frog issue you did? 94 or 96?
It'd be whatever the earliest ones were, because I know he relaunched it at Harris Comics or something like that. And so I didn't do any of that work. It was just the one issue. The publisher's name was Hall of Heroes. So,
man, that's too cool, dude.
I can't remember the exact date.
And I'm getting an art piece from you. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, man. All right, chat. Y'all ready to see what he sent me? I'm ready. I'm excited. Nervous too. I don't know why I'm nervous, but it's excited nervousness. So if I pull these tabs off, is it right here?
There's going to be 2 books in there, and I can't remember exactly how I arranged them. So
okay. 2 books. Look at you. I'm going to pull this off. Okay. So should I keep the letter to myself? Should I read it out loud?
We can talk through that later. I just put that in case we didn't talk face to face.
Okay. So I'll read it later then?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man. All right, let's pull out these. I love that you put tabs. You're the man. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. This is so nerve-wracking. All right, I got them both here. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Woo, what's up, Ruben? Thanks for stopping in, man. Okay. I'm going to pull the bottom one out first.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, baby. Oh, my gosh. That is awesome. Sorry, guys. I'm admiring this to its fullest. Wow. Did you? Man, that looks so cool. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Ghost Rider. Okay. I had an idea that you were sending me Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I was asking you questions along the way to make sure I got the one kind of the way you like it. So,
guys, look at that. That is just like the perfect angle, too. Look at that.
Yep. Man, on screen, that looks like his head is on fire.
Sheesh, it does, doesn't it? Oh, that is so killer, bro.
Yeah, so I did a Ghost Rider for Medrog, and he had to suffer as like my experiment.
Yeah.
I figured out how to handle this black cover because this was a black sketch cover.
Yep.
So what I learned was I didn't like using the white pens that everybody likes to use on black covers. So I just went full bore and just painted it. Just painted right on the cover.
Dude, I'm noticing like you can feel it and everything. Like,
yeah.
My goodness, it looks so good. But his head does look like it's on fire on the screen.
So okay, so now you have to open it up and look at the back.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
No, none of it is digital. It was all hand drawn, hand painted.
Wow. Is the back blank too? Oh wow.
So I accidentally dragged it through paint, so I had to do a remark on the back.
That is so cool. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on, focus, baby.
Yeah.
Let me see. So it's like a little Ghost Rider there at the bottom.
Yep.
You dragged it through paint. That is too cool, man. It doesn't want to focus on it. Darn it. Right. That looks so cool. He's even got his chain. That's even cooler now because, oh my gosh, like totally personalized.
Yep.
Dang, that is awesome, man. I'm in love with it, brother. Thank you so much.
Yep.
You know I love Ghost Rider. Oh man, that is so cool. It came out so wonderful, man.
So I had to, the idea real early on of what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do Ghostwriter, but then I saw you doing asking people to do like the Harry Potter
Uh-huh.
thing. So I
Yes.
was like, I almost reconsidered and did something else, but I felt I needed to go with my original vision on it.
Man, that is too great. I love how you even colored this up here, man.
Yep.
Like, look at that. I mean, that looks so good. I love it, brother. I love it so much. Awesome, man. 2020. A blessing in 2020. That's a good thing, man.
Yep.
The colors the way that you mix the colors and everything. And then on his chains, you can see the fire kind of glowing off the chains, even like so good. So good. Yeah. What's up, Hialeah? House to the end. Vinny, what's going on, y'all? Gosh, look at that, guys. Oh my goodness, is right. Woo! I love it. Gonna put it next to this. AOK right here.
Cool.
That Engine Vigilante sent me. Man, that's too cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so get to the next one now.
So I like to include an extra book in these because I just hate paying that much for shipping and only having one book. So I picked out something that I thought was very appropriate for you to own.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Okay, cool, man. Let's see what it is. Oh man, that is awesome, dude. We had this. This was the book that you showed on Comigories.
That's the exact copy I showed on Comic-Con.
Oh yes, quarantine cover, right?
Yep.
Yeah, baby, check that out. Supergirl, Crypto. I got a dog named Crypto in the backyard, big white dog.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, you showed this book on Comigories. That makes it even more special, man.
Yeah, I had it set aside, and I was like, it's so easier for me to go get the copy I've got for you than to dig mine out of my box. So I ran in the other room and got that to show.
Dude, that is so cool. I almost want you to like sign it for me. That is so awesome, man. Guys, he showed this on Comigories for quarantine cover. I remember that so well. This is so cool, man. That's the first time somebody sent me a book that they used on Comigories.
There you go.
Look at you, man. You're just on top of Comigories, man. Oh, this is such a good cover too, man. Look at these colors. They just pop.
Yeah, and the story is, I think it reminds me of what we do in the community too, in that when somebody's in trouble, when there's a need, everyone comes to that person's aid.
Yeah.
And I think that the story in that really reflects that attitude very well.
Man, that's so cool, bro. Yeah, look at Unruly starting to get me emotional too. I refuse to cry on camera. Hey Gretzky, what's up, man? Okay, for those of you that just came in, Jay Hood sent me these two amazingly personal books. This one here, beautiful 12-cent Superman title that he used on Comigories. So sent that over to me. And then this beautiful Ghostwriter artwork that he did on a black sketch cover. Oh my gosh, look at it on screen. Like this thing looks so good, man. Oh my gosh. I love it. Look at the colors, guys. And it usually, I mean, it never does it justice, but it looks really good today on camera.
Yeah, it does.
Colors in there. Look at his head on fire. Look at that, man. It literally looks like it's glowing. How cool is that? Okay, so what kind of material did you use for like the blue?
It's acrylic paint, and I think part of it is pretty much just craft paint, like you get at Hobby Lobby or someplace like that.
Yeah. Dude, I don't want to put this down. I just want to keep showing it. Oh my gosh, man. I was telling my wife the other day because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been selling a lot of comics. And I found out that I owe a lot of money in taxes. So so I'm just doing what I gotta do to pay the man. And but I was telling her when it's all said and done, my collection is gonna be a lot different. And I think I'm going to really focus on certain titles.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, well, what are my favorite characters? And like JP says, I have 25 in my top 5. So it's really hard for me to like figure out what I want to collect,
Yep.
But I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to get rid of any of my Batman books because I love Batman. I'm not going to get rid of any Spider-Man books because I love Spider-Man. Those are my 2 favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love the early Thor books. The art on those and the colors and everything, I really enjoy Thor. And then the next one is Ghost Rider. I'm just going to collect everything Ghost Rider. I'm not getting rid of any of my Ghost Rider stuff. And I mean, he's my 4th favorite character, right behind Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. So this is so appropriate, man. I mean,
very cool.
Gosh, I love it, bro. Love it. Give me a quick second. My wife is texting me. Let me just text her. All right. Dude, and I love this. I love that you sent me this. And just like Hialeah says here, Comic Corys is taking over my channel. It totally is, man. But I'm tickled that you sent this because you used it on Comic Corys. Like, how cool is that, man? So awesome, man. And it's a 12 center. I love the way they're drawn. I love the art. It's got Crypto. I mean, that's why I named my dog Crypto, because of that guy right there,
Yep.
Now I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I had that story in a Treasury edition as a kid. And it was always one of my favorite Superman stories. And I just in the last year or two had bought myself a copy of the original one.
Man, that's so cool. Goodbye, dear super friends. I'm dying from Virus X, a plague fatal to all from Krypton. I must remain in this isolation booth until the end, lest you catch this deadly virus from me. Heed my last wishes. And then he has his last will and testament. So 2020, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a hoax, not a dream, but real. The last days of Superman. I wonder what little kids, when this came out, that would collect Superman, freaked out just reading this cover.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Superman. He's so powerful. It's like the stakes have to be really high for him to be in danger. So
yeah, Virus X. Oh, this is so great, man. What an AOK, bro. What an art piece. I'm gonna have to put it up here for a little while, put my self-portrait down. Oh, dude, I'm just in love with this, man. Gosh. It looks so good, man. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Glad
See,
you
I totally love it, man. I totally love it. Wow. Gosh, this is cool. I can't get it up a bit. I'm going to put it in front of me so I can keep looking at it and not ignore you. Oh, man, that is so awesome. Well, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've been doing for me, for my channel, for Comic Gories. I mean, I really appreciate it, man. I really mean that. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Wow. And you sent me some good cardboard I can reuse.
There you go. I've got so many Geminis from buying comics on eBay and stuff like that. They're just going to go back out.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. I got to recycle everything.
Yep.
All right, let's see what people are saying. Yeah, man. Hialeah says Mylar that quick. Yes, definitely get that in some Mylar. And then Unruly agrees. Hard to beat Kirby Thor. Man, I just fall in love with the Kirby Thor stuff, man. It's so beautiful. Yeah. So, and I was like, okay, X-Men. I'd love to collect X-Men because I love the X-Men. Like, maybe I'll get back into it, but I really want to try to be focused. I really do.
You make your priorities, and your priorities can change later.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of priorities, I still want them 9/8 white pages. And let me show you something that I got as an AOK this week too, that I've had since July. But Bonafide Comics sent me this, man.
Oh wow.
He knows the wife loves the Punisher. He knows I've really been falling in love with Bullseye. I saw this on his page. He posted it one day. I'm like, claim. And he's like, oh, do you really want it? I was like, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just saying, like, it's beautiful. It's amazing. He's like, well, I'm sending it to you. So pretty cool of him to do that too. So shout out to him.
For sure.
But yeah, man, I'll focus, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Oh my gosh. Let's see.
It's hard to stay focused because there are definitely certain things that I try and prioritize, but yeah, you're right. You see somebody post something on Instagram, and then I'm like, I need to get that Angel and the Ape book.
Yep.
It's like I've never been an Angel and the Ape fan, but some guy that I don't know posted it, and like that's at the top of my list now. It's weird.
Yeah, it's how I am. Like I've been selling books like crazy, and I see books pop up, and I'm like, nope, I can't. But the one book I am going to still try to get. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a beautiful brand new cover. Came about 3 months ago, and it's of Cobra Commander. And it kind of just got his face, and then he's holding a cane that has a cobra on it, and you can see the reflection on his mask. I don't know if you've seen that, but oh my gosh, I was like, I love G.I. Joes. I'm gonna get that one.
Check that out.
Gonna break my rule and grab that one. But
you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay, man. I'm not too sure what it is. Can you hear me now, or is it bad still?
You still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I don't know. Guys in the chat, can you hear me? Am I breaking up for you too? Let me know if it's me or maybe it's Jay Hood. Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just kind of freezing, and you sound like
breaking up.
A squirrel. Yeah.
Do I really? Okay, so JP and Comic Mag Musing say they can hear us.
Okay.
Martha says are good, so maybe it's something on your end.
Could be. I wouldn't know how to figure it out.
Well, let's keep plugging away, and maybe it'll work itself out.
All of a sudden, you look perfect. So.
Okay, cool, man. Let's see. VV says his 4 pillars for collecting are Conan, Red Sonja, Vampirella, and Transformers. I could have probably put a lot of money on that and won.
Yep. Especially the Conan and Red Sonja.
Yes, absolutely, man. Another guy that I know loves to collect, and he's kind of been doing what I'm doing, is Mr. Gretzky. He sold me a lot of his Batman books because he was trying to finish his Superman books. So he's really good at that too. Unruly. I love Unruly's comment. Let me see if I can find it here and highlight it. Where's it at? Yeah, let's see. Thank you so much, Unruly. He says his 4 pillars are silver, bronze, copper, and modern.
In that order.
Yeah, that's right. That's too awesome, man. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Biggie, what's up, Biggie? I didn't realize you popped in here. I'm sorry if I'm barely saying hi, man, but thanks for stopping in, brother. Let's see here. Everyone says they can hear. No freezing on Ion. Matt, you're good. All right. Werewolf by lunchtime. Hey, what's up? Good to have you. Awesome. So what's going on in your channel, man? Anything new coming up? Anything you want to tell everybody about?
Yeah, in just about an hour, I get to be on the other side of the camera, the whole thing. I'll be opening a man cave AOK, which awesome. I've seen what those look like, and he's got me shaking my boots a little bit.
The only Golden Age book I owned was an AOK from him, man. And it was an 8.0 white pages. So I'm so excited for you. Woo!
Yeah. So I've got that in my immediate future. Saturday, I'm a little bit sketchy now on the Saturday morning show because of some things that I've got happening this week. So, but I do still hope we get to come on Saturday morning and do our regular Clobber and Time show. And then Saturday night, I'll be on Comic Books NYC's channel for his, I don't think he's calling it pop-up sale, but it's a comic book sale, not necessarily auction, but buy it now sales.
Yeah.
So I'll have some lower grade Silver Age keys, some X-Men keys, some interesting stuff, a few moderns, a nice mix of different stuff, but all raws.
Cool.
And hope to put some good deals out there and see if anybody's up to it. So
sweet, man. I know he's doing like a 4-day weekend, an online Comic-Con on his channel. It sounds so cool, man. So sure. My birthday's this Saturday, and my son has a football game, so I'm going to try to pop in sometime between my family party and my son's football game. But he'll be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So good luck with the sale. I love doing the sales on YouTube because we're always giving it into the community, you know. people that we know and stuff. And so it makes me want to make sure that I have tip top, like I show everything. That way no one gets disappointed when they get the books I send, But what's up, Jeff? But good luck on that, man. And so what are you working on right now for work?
So I'm happen to be on vacation this week, but like I said, well, that's the thing I said in the off air. Every time I get vacation, I either get sick or have a freelance project. So, and I'm both. I've got a cold and I've got a freelance project.
Sorry, man.
So I'm painting a flying saucer that's crashing into the desert for a Area 51 UFO model kit.
Nice, man. That's pretty awesome.
It's a fun little project, and it's going fairly quickly, which is kind of unusual for me. So that's good.
That's cool, man. It reminds me of Ab and Soar crashing in the desert. Mm-hmm. Oh, snaps. DJ Sick Rick. His birthday's the 11th. Happy birthday, man. So this Sunday will be your birthday. Let's see. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. I don't know if you follow sports. I think you do.
I used to follow the NFL until my girls took over our TV. So
I haven't been watching it for the last couple of years, but I love the Packers. And growing up, Brett Favre was our quarterback. His birthday's on my birthday. So I always thought that was really cool. And then I know Steve Young, who was a quarterback for the 49ers, his birthday is the 11th, just like DJ Sick Rick. So happy birthday to you, brother. Hope it's a great day, man. DS just popped in. DS, what's up, man? We're getting ready to end here, but let me go over what he brought me or what he gave me because it's so cool. I will show it like 10 more times if I can. Check this out, man. All right. So I don't know if you remember this episode from Comigories, but J Hood played this for quarantine cover and he sent this over to me. Such a cool cover. 12 center, Superman. I mean, so good. And the fact that he played this in Comigories and I have it now, I love that. So there's that, DS. And then, oh, cool, they're Niners fans. So I bet you guys love Steve Young. That's really cool. And then check out this art piece, DS, that he sent to me. Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. Oh, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, man.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. Look at these colors, bro. I mean, getting it close, it is just, look, it's on fire. Dang, it's awesome, man. And then he not messed up, but he kind of drug it through the paint. So he did a remark in the back of Ghost Rider, and I can't get it to focus, but it's him, like even with the chain behind him and stuff. It looks so cool. So what a gift. What an AOK. What a piece of art.
So glad you like it.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. I love it. I don't like it. I love it, bro. I think, honestly, the most art pieces I have in this home are Ghost Rider, which is kind of cool. And I told my wife, you know what? As I get art pieces, I'm just going to keep going with that theme. Yeah. This one behind me that's right here, it was given to me from Joker 68. He has an artist friend. And the guy did it for me and sent it to me because Joker requested it. And then I've got Reno Masad. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's on Instagram. He did an art piece for my son, Timmy. So, I mean, just all kinds of cool stuff, man. I love Ghost Rider, and this is just going to fit perfect in my collection. So, again, thank you, brother.
You're welcome. Very welcome.
Let me get to these sports comments, and then we'll jump out of here. So we got Titans. Jeff Schultz is the Titans. Man, I hope the Titans get healthy, man. I know COVID is running rampant through the organization right now, but I hope they get better real soon. I've got a couple of their players on my fantasy team. And then let's see. DS, is it your birthday today? No, it's not. My birthday was this. What the heck? Like yesterday or last week when you were on Comigories? How did I not know it was your birthday? I feel like I totally missed that. I'm trying to think back if I said happy birthday. I think I said happy birthday on Instagram. Let me know, DS. If I didn't, I'm going to kick myself, man. So, all right. Let's see. Go Niners. There we go. Warlord, happy birthday, DS. Go Saints. So Gretzky's a Saints fan. Yeah, I love Brett Favre and Steve Young growing up. Coach Vic, Steve Young, awesome. and then McMahon. Coach Vic, how do you know so much about Mormons, man? you gotta tell me more about that, man. You know Steve Young, you know McMahon. I love it. Yeah, I am a Mormon too. Jeff Schultz, kind of why I loved Steve Young so much. Let's see. Oh, Metarog in the house. A man who will appreciate this beauty.
Yep.
Yes, he will. Let's see. Like 2 days ago was my B-Day. Oh my gosh. Dude, you jerk. You gotta tell me, man. Happy birthday, DS. I'm sorry I missed it, brother. Oh my gosh. He's like, I don't celebrate it, so I don't tell anyone. Well, if we ever hang out in the same city, I will take you out for lunch for the birthday I missed. So, Stay Puffs in the house. What up, Sean? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Well, happy late birthday, DS. Yeah, man. Literally only my family and Mrs. DS knew. Okay. As long as like everyone in the community, didn't know and I was the only one that forgot it, I'm okay,
Everyone but you forgot his birthday.
What time are you going live right now at?
9:15 Eastern.
9:15 Eastern. Okay, so about 45 minutes. Well, let's let you get off. That way you can get prepared for that.
All right.
But again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really love it all, man. I mean, truly do.
Very well. So glad you like it. Love it.
Yeah. So love it. Everybody that hung out, thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by and watching the show. Happy belated birthday to DS. Happy early birthday to DJ Sick Rick. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And I don't know. We'll see you guys here pretty soon. So we're out of here. I think it's only fitting to end with our Comic Gories opener and closer. So we'll see you guys later. Mischief managed.